Good day. Welcome to Mayor King's TV News. I am Matu Okwemitorishe, and here are the headlines. Delta State government orders withdrawal of query later to nursing students as Tinubu'S wife breaks silence. Obororo facilitates Muslims as the celebrated Eid-ul-Fitr. Furniture razed and lives taken as fire engulfs shops in Warri. Federal government to establish renewed hope cultural villages nationwide. Daddy Freeze commends Tinubu for restoring his hope in Nigeria. World Bank to approve Nigeria's $632 million loan request today. Trump plans to begin all countries' tariffs from April 2nd. Tragedy as Nigerian boxer dies during fight in Ghana. Now the news in details. The Delta State government has ordered the immediate withdrawal of the controversial query letter issued to a nursing student, Osato Edobor, by the Delta State College of Nursing Sciences, Agbor, Ika South Local Government Area of Delta State. The query, which accused the student of posting an unauthorized online publication related to the First Lady's recent visit, sparked widespread outrage and debate over freedom of expression and students' rights. Following a public backlash, the government intervened, directing the school authorities to rescind the disciplinary action. Meanwhile, the Office of the First Lady of Nigeria, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, has addressed the recent controversy. During the Renewed Hope Initiative's donation of 10,000 professional kits to midwife in the South-South Zone, held at the Dome Event Center on March 25th, reception was given to both the First Lady of Delta State and the First Lady of Nigeria. In a statement, she urged Delta State College of Nursing Sciences to approach the matter with fairness and understanding, ensuring a balance between discipline and the freedom of expression within the academic community.
We now get another one. Now your mama believe so. Only me to know. Now your mama believe so. Now our mama believe so. We now get another one. Now your mama believe so. Now our mama believe so. We now get another one. Now your mama believe so. Now our mama believe so, we now get another one. Oluremi Tinubu.
Delta State Governor Right Honorable Sheriff Obororo has congratulated Muslims in the state, Nigeria, and all over the world on the occasion of the 2025 Eid-ul-Fitr celebrations. In a goodwill message issued on Sunday in Asaba by its Chief Press Secretary, Sir Festus Ayon, the governor emphasized the significance of Eid-ul-Fitr as a time of thanksgiving, compassion, and unity among Muslims and the entire society. He urged Muslims to sustain the virtues of love, peace, and self-discipline during the holy month of Ramadan. Governor Obororo lauded the Muslim community in Delta State for their contributions to the development and peaceful coexistence in the state. He assured them of his administration's continued commitment to fostering religious harmony. He further called on Muslims and all Nigerians to pray for the peace, progress, and prosperity of the country, stressing the need for unity in the face of economic and security challenges. Obororo also assured the people of Delta State that his government remains dedicated to ensuring good governance and improving the standard of living for all residents, as he further wished the Muslims a faithful, a joyous and peaceful Eid-ul-Fitr celebration. Furniture and equipment worth millions were destroyed on Sunday when the fire engulfed 8 shops located off Ogunu Road, opposite Federal Government College, Warri South Local Government Area of Delta State. The fire was reportedly caused by an ongoing welding shop around 9 a.m. Witnesses claim that a spark of a burglary proof being fixed at one of the shops lighted items such as gas cooker and gallon of fuel. The fate of the welder and others at the scene could not be ascertained at the time. However, prompt response of the Nigerian Port Authority and Delta State Fire Services saved the situation from getting worse and spreading to other shops in the area. Similarly, explosion killed 2 people yesterday at RAF Engineering Facility on Eneren Road in Uwia Local Government Area, Delta State. The explosion affected nearby towns including Udu, Warri, Osubi, and Okukwako, with many residents jolted awake by the blast. The blast, which occurred shortly after 5 a.m., originated from the facility engine gas plant, sending shockwaves through the surrounding areas. The federal government has hinted at plans to establish renewed hope cultural villages across the 36 states in bid to promote Nigerians' rich cultural heritage and boost creative industry. Special Assistant to Honorable Minister of Arts, Culture, Tourism and Creative Economy, Abiola Jagunlabi, speaking in an interview with journalists in Ilorin, disclosed that the project is part of the federal government's Renewed Hope Cultural Project aimed at preserving Nigeria's cultural heritage, promoting tourism and driving economic growth. According to Jagunlabi, the cultural villages will be established in collaboration with state governments with the aim of transforming historic sites into vibrant creative hubs, fostering economic growth and job creation in the arts and entertainment sectors. It revealed that the National Economic Council (NEC) has already approved the project, paving the way for transformation of Nigeria's creative industry. Now on the entertainment news. Controversial media personality Ifedayo Olarinde, popularly known as Daddy Freeze, has said President Bola Tinubu has restored his hope in Nigeria. He claimed that the president's policies have provided the citizens with a beacon of hope. He urged Nigerians to be patient with the president and his policies, emphasizing that the country faces deep-rooted challenges that will take time to resolve. Speaking in an interview with Nigeria Info FM, Lagos, it showed confidence in President Bola Tinubu's administration. Now on the business news. The World Bank is set to approve fresh loans totaling $632 million to Nigeria today, Monday, amidst mounting concerns over the country's rising debt profile, the Punch reports. The loans are to support critical areas including nutrition improvement and quality basic education. Information obtained from the World Bank's website on Sunday showed that the 2 loans expected to be approved today include $80 million for the Acceleration Nutrition Results in Nigeria 2.0 project and $552 million for the Hope for Quality Basic Education for All programs. Both projects are currently in negotiation stage and are expected to receive final approval later today. These new loans form part of a broader strategy by the World Bank to support Nigeria's development agenda, focusing on healthcare, education, and community resilience. The loans are expected to boost the government's efforts to improve nutrition outcomes and enhance access to quality education for Nigerian children. Recalling the World Bank has approved a $500 million loan to Nigeria last Friday to support the country's community action for resilience and economic stimulus program. Now on the foreign news. President Donald Trump on Sunday said that the reciprocal tariffs is set to announce this week will include all nations, not just a smaller group of 10 to 15 countries with the biggest trade imbalances. Trump has promised to unveil a massive tariff plan on Wednesday, which he has titled Liberation Day. He has already imposed tariffs on aluminium, steel, and autos, along with increased tariffs on all goods from China. Trump sees tariffs as a way of protecting the domestic economy from unfair global competition and bargaining cheap for better terms for the US. However, concerns over a trade war are unsettling markets and creating fears for a recession in the US. Trump has said he will impose a suite of reciprocal tariffs against nations that charge fees on US exports, promising to match those countries' duties. Now on the sports news. The boxing world have been thrown into mourning following the unfortunate death of Nigerian boxer Gabriel Oluwasegun Olarenwaju, who collapsed and died during a fight at the Balkan boxing area in Accra, Ghana, yesterday morning. Olarenwaju, a former Nigerian national champion and West African Boxing Union (WABU) champion, was competing against Ghanaian boxer John Mbugu, also known as Power, in an undercard fight of Ghana's Professional Boxing League when the tragic incident occurred. Olarenwaju suddenly lost balance and collapsed to the canvas during the bout, prompting the referee to immediately stop the fight and call for medical assistance. Despite frantic efforts by the medics to revive him, the 40-year-old was later confirmed dead, with initial reports suggesting he suffered a cardiac arrest. According to reports from BoxRec, Olarenwaju had a long professional boxing career featuring in 23 fights. He won 13 of those bouts, with 12 coming via knockout, suffered 8 defeats, and recorded 2 draws. Now a recap on our headlines. Delta State government orders withdrawal of correlator to nursing students as Tinubu'S wife breaks silence. Oboiwori facilitates Muslims as they celebrated Withdrawal. Furniture raised and lives taken as fire engulfs shops in Warri. Federal government to establish renewed hope cultural villages nationwide. Daddy Freeze commends Tinubu for restoring his hope in Nigeria. World Bank to approve Nigeria's $632 million loan request today. Trump plans to begin all-country tariffs from April 2nd. Tragedy as Nigerian boxer dies during fight in Ghana. That's the news as edited by Timiala Emanuela. I am Matsu Okwaimitarisha. Thanks for watching.